But let's have a look at India right now, where police, in fact, there are, well, at least in India's capital here, are surrounding states have actually blocked access to the city. That's as thousands of farmers march in protest. That's joining us now out of Delhi is our agricultural reporter Pratik Parija to talk us through this. Pratik, well, it's the whys and the whats here. So why are they protesting, and what do they want from the government?
Thank you, David. Basically, the farmers want guaranteed prices for their crops. They basically want a law which can ensure that prices don't fall from a particular label, which government is sort of hesitating to do because as per the government officials, if they did that, then it will be inflationary. So it's basically government is not sure whether to appease the consumers or the farmers, and that's the big dilemma. And there was a meeting on Monday between senior federal government ministers and farmers, but talks failed, and then obviously farmers decided to start protesting from Tuesday.
Pratik, might this be a threat to Modi's election prospects in any way?
Yeah, because with general elections just weeks away, if these protests prolong, obviously these are going to be these are going to create problem for Modi. In the meantime, the main opposition Congress party has promised if they come back to power, they will ensure that farmers get guaranteed prices. So obviously Modi has to act because opposition parties have already sort of trying to lure farmers with election promises. So yeah, I mean it's obviously if the protests prolong, that's a bad news for Modi.
Pratik, in fact, that's important. If you could talk more about that, if we have more details on that, and certainly amid these protests, what are these opposition parties doing? Talk more about that, please.
So basically, because in 2020-21, the big farmer protest ended on the condition that they will keep talking. The government promised that we will keep talking how to ensure that farmers get minimum prices for their crops, but that hasn't happened. And there is no solution to it yet. So that farmers are annoyed because government hasn't done anything in the past 2 to 3 years. So that's basically the demand from farmers. And farmers also want loan waiver, and some compensations to farmers who died during those protests. So these are 3 big demands. And the opposition parties have, the main, as I said, the main opposition Congress party has already, promised, they will bring a law which will guarantee crop prices. And some farmers groups have already welcomed the announcement. So that's obviously bad news for Modi.